beautiful Taurians, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your career reading for the end of August right through to the end of September 2022. I've already cleansed your space and have meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pertain to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details and I will never ask you for personal details either. I will also never give you a cell phone number to call, okay? So if anyone masquerading as me asks you for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam. So let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Taurians, this is your career reading. I'm going to get all of your cards first before I connect to an outcome. I'm doing this reading on the 20th of August and it's good right through to the end of September, okay? Now, in particular, your 5th house will be activated and that is all about creativity. Also, it's about the heart space. So you may be focusing on what you love and what you connect in terms of your goals and dreams, basically. So I kept seeing the heart card for you when I was doing your reading, so let's see if it comes up for you. But this is also a time period where your manifestation skills really are on point. So you know, focus on whatever it is you're trying to accomplish and you will hear good news about it in the next coming weeks. Of course, there it is, okay? They kept showing me the heart. It's definitely showing up for you. So this is something you will be focused on in the next 4 to 5 weeks. What you love doing about your career and whether your heart is really still in it. Okay, also very creative time, new ideas coming in, and as I can see here, you're going to be very successful. You got the hummingbird, which is all about success after hard work, but also we got number 12. Now number 12 is it connects to your community, okay, and people coming together to celebrate a win. So let's see what's showing up for you. I mean, we've got the Wheel of Fortune, we've got the Magician. There we go, the manifestation of the heart. We've got the Devil card, okay? Thanks so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Taurians? What do they need to know? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to see? Okay, we've also got the Hermit, and they want me to go one more. Okay, we got the Fool card. Okay, so I will pull a card and see what that Devil card is all about for you. But it can mean that you're obsessively moving towards your goals and dreams. Maybe it's something you cannot stop but focus on. And we got renewal. So we got the Judgment card there. We've got the Ace of Feathers. New opportunity, new job opportunity coming in, or new idea coming in. We got the Justice card. So getting what you truly deserve. Okay, they want you to be aware of this. You can do no more than you're already doing. You can do no more than you're already doing. So if you've been like asking yourself that question, is there something else I could be doing? Is there something I'm doing wrong? Is there, you know, is there? The answer is you're doing no more than you could be doing, okay? So basically they're showing me that everything that you're doing so far, you're on the right track, okay? Now I will connect to the other energies and see what that Devil's about for you. But the first card here, we've got the Star. So you are very talented. Whatever it is that you are doing, you do it well. You do it really well. You actually are head and shoulders above the rest. And when you get the Star energy, this is about a wish or a dream coming true. It can also be about you projecting yourself in the future, seeing what part of, it's almost like what part of your goal to aim for first, so you can see where you're going in the next 4 or 5 years. So I feel like you're looking forward to the future with optimism and manifesting an opportunity. Okay, the star energy is about new ideas, and especially since we got the Ace of Feathers here, there is an opportunity for you to activate a new idea. Now, it could be a new project that you're embarking on, or it's a new idea that suddenly comes to you that you've been manifesting and is really close to your heart. It may even mean that you're setting up a side hustle, because we got the Renewal card, which is the Judgment card, which is all about, a fork in the road, a decision point, your true calling. I feel like your true calling becomes so aware that you cannot help but listen to it and go after it. Okay, there's an awakening here. This is a card of facing the music and ascending to where you want to go. Okay, now the stars, it's interesting. The star energy indicates being in a new phase of life, entering a new cycle, that you're connected to all things. So you're going to start to see like meaningful coincidences and forces beyond your control operating in your life in a way that is for your highest good, but also surprises you. So things that you connect to suddenly work out the way you want. The more positive you are, there should be positive affirmations every morning. So someone's either tried to start doing that. If that's you, as you get up in the morning, you're like, I'm so grateful for everything that I have. Thank you, universe. I'm incredibly grateful for all that you've bestowed upon me. They're just giving me this energy of gratitude first thing in the morning. So if that's something that you've been connecting to, it's actually working. But if you have not been, of course, maybe this is something that you may try over the next couple of weeks, just as an experiment to see how things start to change. Okay, but this is a wish coming true. And we've also got the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, it's so important. The next couple of weeks for you are so important because you've got major arcanas. Okay, Wheel of Fortune, it's a major arcana deck, but it's covered by the Renewal, the Judgment card, which is a major arcana. And then you've got the Justice card. So this is a very big, major change for you in your career over the next couple of weeks. Some of you may be signing new contracts, or you may be looking at the effort you put into your situation and whether you get fairly recompensed. I feel like you're getting a better deal, a fairer deal for the effort that you put in. And also there is a little bit of luck. But Taurus, I always say this about you. You're always the sort of person who's like, you know what, I make my own luck. So you're the sort of person who puts your energy and your time, your dedication, your commitment into achieving your goals. You're a hard worker, okay? But also, it's nice to get some luck from time to time. Now, also, there's an opportunity that's just going to pop out of nowhere. It's like a lucky break for you, okay? Destiny and fate intervene to bring you straight to your soul path, your true calling, your true prosperity. And if you've been wondering, because the Judgment card is about weighing up options, if you've been in between lifestyle choices, or you've been in between your calling, you feel like you haven't quite connected to it, or you're trying to do it as you're trying to connect to it as a side hustle first, it will be something that becomes more dominant in your world and will bring you a lot more success and finances. They are aware, they want you to be aware of that. But I mean, I feel like there's two paths opening up for you. So, but again, they're showing me the heart. My guides are actually pointing to the heart. Following your heart is important. I'll try and get some more cards and see what's going on financially for you. But I feel this is much more of a philosophical time for you, about your creativity, about your gifts, and what you can do with your gifts in order to enhance your experience and bring success. So I feel those are the things you're thinking about. How do you change your luck, or how do you change your circumstances? Because the Wheel of Fortune is also a cycle, a cycle of change. You're opening yourself to all the possibilities, and there's going to be some really random moments in your career that actually work out exactly the way that you were hoping for without you even trying. Okay, some really good karma headed your way, good fortune. Your fortune is definitely changing. But this is also about destiny. And when you got Destiny's Wheel and the Judgment card, Renewal, then that means it's about your true calling. You're destined to do something in this lifetime. You can feel it. You know it. And you're connected to it. You're following your heart. And therefore, you're manifesting your prosperity. Okay, so this card is like you're at a fork in the road. You're reaching for a new life, and in order to do that, you need to enter into a new cycle and leave all the things that sort of hinder you. You may have been going through a very difficult period of confusion or despair regarding your career, or you may have felt like just a little bit of negativity. okay, is what I'm picking up. So for example, if you've got a job and you're really lucky to have one, there may be some aspects of it that you really don't like and you've been a bit negative about it recently. That is a product of the time period that we've been going through. That supermoon in Aquarius really brought up some really bumpy energy, volatile energy, and also a little bit negative energy. So you may have been feeling a little bit grouchy more than usual. And I feel like you're finding that passion, that hope, and that positivity again after a lull. Okay, when you get the renewal card, this is about, how can I put that? It's about accepting your path. It doesn't have to be a traditional route that you take towards success. So some of you may be connecting to your talent, your creative gifts, especially since that 5th house is activated for you, and we've got the Magician card here. Some of you are gifted writers, or some of you are gifted, gifted at spoken word. So some of you may be like giving courses of learning to people. You may help people follow their true path. You may actually be like a career counselor or a guidance counselor or a counselor in general, or you could be someone who goes in and gives coaching to people because your words are power. They want you to be aware of that, my beautiful Taurus. But this is all about your soul path. Okay, this is about, it could be a revelation that suddenly you have the energy to push forward on a dream. Suddenly you are revitalized, or it's almost like you're resurrecting an opportunity or a dream or something that you used to love doing. So this could be like a hobby or something creative or a gift that you have that you felt you've not been using. It could be a talent that you've not quite tapped into just yet, but you're returning to it and you're enhancing it. So I feel this is like a restart. Now, for some of you, you may restart your career after a period of being out of work, or taking some time out to look after children, or after some sickness. So you may be thinking about returning to work, or you are returning to work. There's an opportunity coming on in. You will hear about a job opportunity if you're looking for work. They want you to be aware of that, okay? But for those of you already in work, I feel, or in your career, I feel like you're following your heart on your soul path. And I feel like you're rejuvenating your energy and getting that extra vitality to move forward, okay? And you're choosing the right direction to head in. You're making really good choices. They want you to be aware of that. Now, we've got the heart in the resistance position. So it's like I got it in the reverse. But by the end of the 4 to 5 weeks, it will be in the upright, okay? And this card in the reverse position is all about, is your heart in it? And if your heart's not in something at your workspace, I feel like you're trying to find a way to connect to it in a more logical sense. Like, for example, if you love your job, but you hate some of the aspects of it, you may be trying to find a way to love those aspects that you don't in order to enjoy your experience in work a little bit more. But I feel it's more than that. I feel more of you are deciding that if your heart's not in it, then perhaps there's a new direction sort of calling to you right now. And you're being asked by your guides, especially since you have the 11th house activated and the heart here. And they were showing me the heart before we even started the reading. This is about, following your heart, following your goals and your dreams, and getting to where you want to go. You're manifesting. This is a peak manifestation period. The Magician card indicates you are so talented. That's what I said right at the beginning of the reading. I'm not blowing smoke up you know what. You came here with natural talent, and you may hone it as you move throughout this lifetime. But whatever it is you do, you're gifted at it, and they want you to be aware of that. But with the Magician in this position, you may have felt like your heart wasn't in something, and you may have been wondering if you've been wasting your time. And you also may be thinking that you've got unfulfilled potential in some area of your life. Whether it's this hobby that you've got, or whether it's a passionate goal or a dream that you've not realized yet, they're indicating you're going to refocus and take charge and take action and sort of use that energy in order to push forward and accomplish great things. When you get the Magician card, it is about skill, it is about confidence, it's about action, and it's about accomplishment. You will get to where you want to go because you're really good at what you do, but also you have, not just capability and talent, but you've got precision. and you've got focus, you've got initiative, and you've got commitment to your goals and dreams. You're hardworking. So I feel like you will get to where you want to go. You will climb that mountain. Now remember, sometimes, my beautiful Taurus, it's lonely at the top. Okay, they want you to be aware of that. So you don't have to do this all by yourself. And of course, if you're working really hard, don't forget to connect to friends and family. They love you in their life. And yes, if you've been connecting to your goal and you've been super focused, even obsessed with it, just know that there are people in your life who miss time spent with you. Okay, so try to find balance. Of course, it will keep you in an energized state of mind where you feel like you're getting the best of both worlds. So you don't have to do these things alone. Now they want me to have a look on the table of this card for you. There's a dice. There's like a beater for a drumstick. There's they're really highlighting the cube for me. The cube. So now it's a different cube. They show me that you're going to come across an image of a cube. I mean, there's one here, right? Okay, it's a rose quartz cube. So some of you, I'm not saying you're going to come across this exact like style, but it's a little cube that you're going to find. It doesn't have to be a crystal cube. It can be any sort of cube. You're just going to find one in a very strange place. I mean, maybe, for example, if you're going for a new job opportunity, it may be a building called a cube, or you see a cube on the way, or the logo of the company may have a cube in it, or you're setting up your own business, your own company, and there's a cube in the logo, or you're calling it the cube. There's something about the cube, okay? So it's a signifier, so look out for that. It could even be that, for example, if you're going for an interview, I don't know, this is so interesting that they're showing me this image in the water. It can also be that if you're going for an interview for a job opportunity, you look at the cufflinks on the person who's taking the interview and they've got a cube as the cufflinks. So just watch out for little things like that, okay? Because they're signifiers that you're about to get a wonderful opportunity, a new start in your career. Now, this may be a new start in terms of a promotion. Maybe you're stepping into a new position of responsibility. Or it can mean that you're actually deciding to change your career completely, or change your circumstances or your job in order to get your worth, your true worth. Because the Justice card says you deserve better. Okay, you deserve a fair recompense for the effort that you put into things. The Magician indicates you will be successful by your sheer willpower and talent alone, okay? But it's also important to focus. So I feel over the next 4 to 5 weeks, you're being asked to focus on what it is you want to accomplish, rather than be distracted and have your energy scattered or waste your time, scrolling through social media, things like that. We all do it, okay, Taurus? And sometimes it's good to shut off. But if you find that you're scrolling through social media for like 7 or 8 hours, that's too much, of course, then I feel like life is passing you by. So I'm not calling you out or pointing a finger. I feel like it's a gentle reminder to us all that it's important to connect to things on social media, of course, because we like to connect to other energies, laugh, joke, cry. We like to see all these things that we can connect to of people who are out there. But remember to connect to the surroundings that you're in as well, okay? We've got the Ace of Swords, Ace of Feathers is the equivalent there. And this is in the resistance position. So you may have felt a little bit stressed recently. You may have felt like mental blockage. You may have felt like, you're getting headaches, or you're just feeling like sinuses are like getting you down, or that you just have problems concentrating, okay? Because basically they're saying focus, focus, focus. Your heart is listening, but you may have felt a little bit clouded, or you may not have been able to see. So I feel like you're reevaluating your circumstances as to what you truly connect to now. For example, you could have gone through, be in a job situation for 10 years and you love what you do, but you've hit a glass ceiling and you feel it's difficult to change your circumstances. You've hit a brick wall kind of energy, and you're wondering, how do you smash out of that energy and bring new revitalized... I just keep getting this word energy, and I feel like I'm saying energy so many times. I'm so sorry. But they're just giving me this, how do you change your circumstances? And it may be that you decide to completely leave that position, or you may find ways to respond differently to the challenging parts of your career in order to bring new, fresh ideas in. Okay, some of you may be talking to somebody new or talking to someone in a position of power who can actually help you evolve in your career. Some of you may be setting up your own business and have an idea that has been ruminating for a long time, but you've been waiting for the right moment to activate it. Okay, I feel like the time is now. The next 4 to 5 weeks, you're actually on it. You're creating it. Okay, and your heart is loving it. Your heart is so fulfilled with this, because these cards are in the reverse right now, but in the next 4 to 5 weeks they're in the upright, and this means you're focusing on a new idea that's actually going to bring a lot of success. Your heart is impacted in a way where it's fulfilled and there's a breakthrough. The Ace of Swords is a breakthrough card. It means destiny and fate bring you an opportunity to change your circumstances beyond your reckoning. I feel it's like quick results. Suddenly you're moving forward where you felt there was a period of stagnancy. Suddenly things are meaningful again. Suddenly you're in the flow of your power. You're achieving great things. You have confidence in your conviction and your ideas. And also is a card of being honest with yourself, taking accountability. If you know you've been wasting some time in some area of your career or in life in general, then of course you're aware of that and you're being honest with yourself. But it's okay to have a lull period. We're all human. We need those periods where we're like, not doing. We're allowing the universe to inform us through our intuition and our heart space as to what we really want to do. And then suddenly when we realize, then we move forward, then we take action, then we hustle. Okay, so this Ace of Feathers is also an indication to peacock yourself. As you see, there's a wonderful peacock feather there. Peacock feathers and peacocks have been showing up a lot in the readings recently, so I'm not surprised it's shown up here again for you. They want you to be aware that sometimes you hide your talent and your skills away. You don't believe in them, or it's almost like perhaps you don't want to put them out there sometimes because you don't want to be judged. So if you're an incredible artist and you're painting away and you're really talented at what you do, but you're afraid to put it out there because you're afraid of being judged, I get you, I hear you, because it's something that's very, very precious. It's something that comes from you. But remember, everything is subjective. Everything is down to taste. And you're actually really talented at what you do. So even if someone did not sort of like gel with what you are creating, it doesn't mean that they can't appreciate it. Okay, they can appreciate your talent, your skill, but it may not be something that they want to gravitate towards, and that's okay. The right people will gravitate to the things that you're accomplishing. But I feel like there's a real breakthrough in your career, and it's something you're manifesting, something you're working really hard towards, and you are actually you're making really good decisions. When you've got the Magician, this is about making shrewd decisions, taking the initiative. Okay. Now, also, they're not letting me move forward. They're indicating here that there could be someone in your workspace, or even someone that you know, who has not fully supported your goals and your dreams. Someone who has even maybe tried to derail you or manipulate the way that you have ideas, or, they're indicating here that you will remove this blockage from your life, okay? Or you may stand up to this blockage, because I just feel this energy of you breaking through it. So if someone is not supporting you, that's okay. That's just them reflecting on their own journey and them feeling like they cannot accomplish something that you're trying to accomplish. That's their journey. And if they're going to sit back and not be able to accomplish it, that's not you. You're accomplishing everything you set out to do, okay? Not only have you got a dream or a goal that you're connecting to and having a wish delivered, you've got luck on your side finally. And there's a real breakthrough here. And you've got a renewal of energy as well. So you're going to also see a lot of feathers on your path in the next 4 to 5 weeks. Like an unusual amount of feathers. Not just one floating around, but an unusual amount of feathers around you. And this indicates your guides are walking with you. It's almost like if you've got an endpoint that is like, it says success, that's where you want to go, and you're starting here, you have a long line of people standing behind you, walking with you every step of the way, helping to empower you as you walk. They want you to be aware of that, okay? Now, the outcome energy, we have the hummingbird, which is all about success, of course, but hummingbirds, they work really hard. Their wings go a mile a minute, right? They probably go faster than that, but this is about, you working really hard to accomplish and gain sweet rewards. Okay, you normally see a hummingbird on a 6 of Wands, which is about success. It's about all the hard work you've put in, allowing you to be triumphant or receiving an award, an accomplishment for the hard work that you've put in. When you've got birds here as well, this is about community. Okay, so there are people who do support you, so forget the people who don't. Also, I feel like some of you may be creatively collaborating with others in a project, or you may decide that there's an idea that you have that will involve other people coming together to create a common goal. It will be very, very successful, and it will bear great reward. Okay, I would say look out for hummingbirds as well, because they're actually showing me one in the water just hovering. Okay, so either a hummingbird will come and visit you, or you may see one. I mean, you may see a hovering one in a painting, but they just showed me one hovering one, not a stationary one. Okay. Now also we got the devil. So let me pull a card on this, because this is an outcome energy. So when we have the devil and the hermit and the fool card, this can mean that you're about to do something really big. You're on the precipice of change. You're about to sort of take a major leap of faith in your life, in your career. And the devil card represents that brick wall or that fear that happens just before before you take the leap. So I'm just going to pull a card on it. Also, the hermit is like you have all the knowledge you have within you. Okay, you are very talented, you're very knowledgeable, you're very wise. And also it's like take a moment of reflection before you take the leap of faith. But if you can notice in the hermit energy, this hermit is reaching for the star, and you're starting with the star. So you've got in your mind, you're going to the top. You're trying to be positive. You've got a goal in sight, and you're actually reaching for it. You're not giving up on it. You're not letting anyone derail you from your path as well. Okay, so let me just take a card to clarify that devil for you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Taurians? We got the Tower. Okay, now the Tower has been showing up for quite a lot of signs recently, and I feel the Tower is representing our external circumstances, that the world is in a very uncertain place right now, maybe even financially and economically, and that we're all trying really hard to hold on to stability in some way. So I feel like the Devil card is like, if you're trying to activate a new path and you're looking at world circumstances and you're like, economically things are a little bit crazy right now. I mean, they've always been crazy, but as I always say, the last 2 years have really amped up crazy in this world. I feel like you are trying to really think something through before you take that calculated risk, okay? Because the Tower actually means a breakthrough. It means if you're stuck in a situation, because the Devil card is a block, it's a block, it's a roadblock, okay? So they want me to just put this down. It's a roadblock. It's something that we feel helpless to change. So if you've hit a glass ceiling, for example, in your career, and you're like, you can't get past it, I feel like you're trying to take a leap of faith. And if you notice in the Tower represents like a prison energy where we go round and round in circles. We've hit a limitation. And as you can see, those two figures, they leap into the unknown, because it's better to take a leap of faith than it is to stay stagnant in the same position. It's about being flexible. It's being able to move with the times. And as you can see, you've got the Fool card. So you're about to take a leap of faith. But it's a calculated risk. You're not just frivolously deciding to do something new. It's something you've thought about for some time. Okay, so some of you may go through a period of obsessing the details. It could also be fear. Now also, I would say with the Tower and the Devil card, I mean, the Devil card does represent Capricorn energy. So it could be that someone who's a Capricorn, who's got a lot of knowledge, comes and gives you some really good advice. It could be a mentor, or it could be that you have got strong Capricorn placements. With all that Earth, you're thinking about stability, and it's like an over-obsessing energy where you're making yourself secure in all areas of your life, just to make sure in case there's a financial crash. I feel like you're protecting your finances, protecting your position, and really strategizing. But the Devil card is like, if you've got like an overbearing environment that you're working in, or a toxic environment that you're working in, and you feel like it's enough is enough. Okay, the Tower comes along to make change. It may feel uncomfortable when you're in the transition period, but taking the leap of faith will be the best thing you've ever done. But of course, it's a calculated one. You're trusting your intuition. You're taking some time out to really think about it before you make a move. So some of you, if you're working in a difficult environment, you may decide, I want to connect to my soul path. This doesn't feel like I'm on the right path. So you're thinking about the best route to take, and you're taking action to put yourself in a space where you love what you do, and it doesn't feel like it's harming your health, or it doesn't feel like it's toxic, okay? The Tower is a liberation. It means if you've been stagnant or stuck, you're liberating yourself, okay? You're allowing yourself to evolve. Now, it may be sudden, it may be chaotic, but I feel like it is for your highest good, okay? This is a breakdown of everything that's not working for you. It is suddenly like, it's almost like suddenly the light appears at the end of the tunnel. Now, also, I have to make you aware that sometimes the Tower can be a shock. Okay, so some of you, for example, if you're dealing with someone who's very toxic at work or in your career, there could be a sudden shock in your career. But the Hermit energy is like, I feel like you're a visionary. You knew this was coming, or you had a feeling. And the Hermit indicates that you're fed up of the way that this has gone for you, or you're fed up of this energy that you've been persisting with for so long. And I feel like you're actually taking some time out to reflect on your next move, and you're gathering your strength, you're gathering your energy, and you're actually setting yourself free. The Fool card is about being on the precipice of something big. This is about realizing your potential. It's also a card, when you get it with the Devil card especially, it's a card of not really focusing on the end point or the outcomes. It's not about attachments. It's about being free enough to be flexible and go wherever you feel like your heart is taking you. Now, of course, we've all got to pay the bills. So we've all got to, be in balance and make sure we're in a really good position to be financially stable. But this is a card of independence. So some of you may actually set up your own business, become independent of this toxic environment. Some of you may get a promotional raise that removes you from a toxic environment. But I see you actually being independent, being free, and enjoying yourself. Also, as you can see, we've got cause and effect, the ripple effect. And we've got the Justice card here as well, okay? So I feel like the effort you put into something, you will get out of it. This is a win-win solution for you. I feel like you're being really honest with yourself, and I feel like you're getting a better deal in your career. But you need to make a decision, because we've got two cards here that are at a decision point. So I feel like you're right now in the thought processes, thinking before you act on something, okay? Now, for some of you, if you've been going through a difficult time at work, and something shocking has occurred in a toxic environment, you may be taking those people to court or going through some sort of legalities. They're indicating there will be a fair exchange, there will be a fair outcome in this, and always lead with integrity and truth, my beautiful Taurians, which I always imagine you would, but I feel like you get what you truly deserve, okay, in a good way. Now, also, with these cards, I feel like you're fed up of the old ways of things working, and you're fed up of the way that you work really hard and you feel unappreciated. But I feel there's just this energy of you heading in another direction, or taking the plunge in another direction. Even if you're staying in your career, I feel like you've got your eye on the prize in another area, and you're moving in some way, because the Fool is about having faith and recognizing that anything is possible and that you will be successful, okay? And the Tower represents you breaking out of a comfort zone in order to take a risk or take a gamble. And because you've got the Wheel of Fortune and the Fool here, it can mean that what you're thinking about right now, what you're weighing up, seems like a gamble. So for example, you may be setting up your own business and go, it seems like a gamble, but will it pay off? Well, of course, nobody knows. You just have to put your effort and your heart into it. If your heart is in it, it will be successful. It will thrive, okay? So they just want you to be aware that there is a breakthrough occurring. And the Justice card, some of you will be signing contracts. I would pay close attention to all small print. Okay, especially since we got the devil there, you don't want any hidden surprises. So if you go for an opportunity and it seems too good to be true, trust your intuition and have a look at the small print before you sign, okay? I'm just going to pull some cards to see if we've got any finances coming through, because right now, this time period, I feel like you're connecting more to your sense of creativity, what your heart really wants. It's more of a philosophical sort of like, where have you been so far in your career, where you are now, and where you feel like you want to go in the future. How would you like to receive? Thank you so much. There's a new option coming on in here. If you've been feeling bored or stuck, there's a new opportunity headed your way, and it is going to revitalize your spirits. It's a real breakthrough, and it brings a lot of success, okay? Three of Wands in the reverse. New start, okay? No more waiting, new start. Let's see, can you see anything about finances? Queen of Cups is about connecting to something that you love doing, protecting your goals and dreams. One more, no, they said 6, so I'm going to give you 6. Two of Cups, you're separating from something or leaving something behind. Page of Swords, you're investigating new. Everything that I keep getting here is new, new, new. This is an energy of a better opportunity headed your way. Something that vibes with your soul. So you're headed in another direction. Or you're headed in the direction of your soul path. We've got 3 of Wands in the reverse. No more waiting, okay? No more observing. No more anticipating. It's like, it's business time. It feels like you're on the move, okay? We've got the 10 of Swords here, which also indicates a new start. It's the end of something, and it's the very start of something new. Whether it's an idea, whether it's an old way of working that you're leaving behind, and it's like a new you where you're like saying no. If people are trying to put all their work on you, you're like, no, I'm sorry. I'm communicating in a better way. And you're saying things like, I would love to help you, but unfortunately, I'm really busy with my own projects right now. But, you know, come back to me in a week. And, you know, if I've got some time, I'll certainly see if I can help you out. Chances are in a week, those people will have needed that piece of work and they would have done it themselves. So I feel like you are changing the way that you operate in your workspace anyway, and making sure that the energy that you put in is actually reflected in the reward that you get out, reciprocity. The Queen of Cups is a card of self-care as well. So with that Devil card, if you've been obsessing over work or you've been working really hard and you've not been giving yourself a moment to breathe or connect to your family and friends, it's important to really connect to that sense of self-care, okay? Also, the Queen of Cups is someone who protects a goal or a dream, never gives up, okay? So this is about the heart space, doing everything that you love doing, and doing it 100%. Also, remember that the Queen of Cups sometimes, because she loves what she does so much, and a male or female, not a gender-specific reading, and because you're so supportive, sometimes people can take advantage of that. So I feel like you are recalibrating your energy and making sure that people don't take advantage of your hard work and your kind nature, okay? Also, the Queen of Cups is very important because some of you may be setting up a side hustle where you connect more to your spiritual gifts or more to helping people, or supporting people, because it can be a card of you connecting to your psychic abilities, or also connecting to spirituality, perhaps meditation, or maybe you're even deciding to go into careers where you help other people, you understand emotions. Some of you may, you know, sort of like help people in terms of being a counselor, or you know, help people with their diet or their weight, or, you know, because I see you championing people as well. So some of you may be changing or setting up a side hustle of a career that connects to spiritual gifts. Okay, so we've got the Two of Cups in the reverse. So this tells me that either you've become disinterested in something that you used to love, or you're separating from something that you felt was meant for you, but I feel like you're headed in another direction, and is actually more rewarding. We've got the Page of Swords here. It's in the upright there, and this is about new focus, curious about a new idea or a new way of doing something. You're digging deep, you're exploring this way of thinking or working before you activate it. Also, pages tend to bring news. So some of you may actually be headhunted by another company or an opportunity, or maybe even within your company, if you work for a company, there may be someone that actually comes towards you and says, hey, Taurus, there's a new opportunity on another floor or in another department. We think you'd be perfect for it. You should go for it. So I feel like you get a heads up on something. But I feel like you're being noticed for your gifts. People are watching what you do. If you work for yourself or you're an entrepreneur, I feel like you may be communicating with a new company, and you sort of get a brand to help you get your work out there. But I feel like some really good news that takes you in another direction with your career or in your career opportunities. I mean, no matter how much I shuffle, there's no pentacles that are coming up. Perhaps this deck is going to show me a little bit more about finances, but I feel it's more about your place in what you do and whether you love it. And some of you may be healing after working in a very toxic environment, and you may be wondering what to do next. So it's about you enjoying what you do and also having healthy work practices, okay? Thanks so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Taurians? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to see? They want 6 of these, so I'm going to give them. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Taurians? What are they meant to be aware of? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to know? Okay, so we have the first card, which is Beware. Okay, foxes, they're very clever, but they do represent sometimes caution. So it says here, be prudent. Things are not what they seem. So this could mean, you know, economically around the world, of course, there's some radical changes that are occurring. We can all feel the pinch, but it can also be that within your workspace, there are things that you feel are not all that they seem. It says, careful who you talk to regarding money or business matters. So I feel like it came up, there may be someone who is like stealing your ideas or taking parts of your ideas. So be cautious about people, especially when you are giving your ideas or expressing something that you're interested in. Make sure they don't, like, you know, take notes and then steal it for themselves. And we've got, don't make any type of financial commitments right now. Okay, so important for you in terms of finances, not to overspend. We all know that, but also, you know, financial commitments, you know, things are ever changing, especially since we had the Tower come out for you as well. So they want you to be aware of that. We've also got settling. So that's about hitting that glass ceiling. Are you settling? It says, perhaps it's time to ask yourself if you're getting paid what you're worth. So that came up briefly in the reading. Don't settle for a dead-end job where you don't see any opportunity for growth. Though your money is stable, you are not making enough to keep you happy. So there's an indication, your first indication about finances, okay, that perhaps you're wanting to earn more in your situation. There is a new opportunity coming on in to do that. They want you to be aware of that, okay? We've also got ask for help. Consider asking for help with regard to your financial issues. Look at your financial situation from a new perspective. You still have some resources remaining. So I feel this is about, you know, being prudent with your money. We all got to do that, of course, in these ever-changing times. If you are struggling financially or you've lost your job, for example, there is help at hand. You know, a friend of mine struggling financially, she had some big bills to pay and things were getting on top of her, but she actually called the providers of, you know, I think it was like mortgage and energy, and she spoke to them and they found a way to resolve paying a little by little, okay? So there is always help at hand. So if you feel like you're struggling or you feel like overwhelmed by some of the things that going on right now, know that there is someone out there who does care and they will try to find a way to help you, okay? So I just want you to be aware that you're not alone. When we think of a corporation, or we think of places that are just like amplifying their wealth, and you feel like the smaller people like us are, you know, having to cut back because of these things. Remember that the corporation, we never really get to talk to the corporation or to the bigwigs in those companies. We end up talking to people just like us who are in a call center, and they understand. They will try to find a solution for you because they do understand. They're just in the same boat. They're just on a call center. Okay, I used to work in a call center myself, and you represent a company, of course, but you're just little old me just doing the call center work because you need to pay the bills to get by. So there is people on the other end of a telephone if you need help. I just want you to be aware of that, okay? We've also got animals. So this is about using your instincts, my beautiful Taurus, in order to make your decisions, listen to your hunches, and take a leap of faith in any area of your life, depending on what you've decided and what you've weighed up with that hermit energy. A lot of you may be working really hard in silence right now. You may, taking yourself off grid to work on this new idea because you don't want to share it with anyone until it's ready. It will be very successful, but there's something greater headed your way. It says you're being asked to follow your instincts at this time when making business decisions. Any career working with animals, rescue, association, or the veterinary field could be also for you. And connect with your power animal to improve your finances. So, of course, if you work with animals, that's great. That card will connect with you. But if you do not, of course, it's more about using your instincts in order to improve your finances. So, if you're connecting to the instinct of a mouse, of course, that could be that you're feeling skittish or nervous, anxious. But if you're connecting to the energy of an elephant, which is strong, stoic, intuitive, has that trunk, removes the obstacles and moves forward, then you will feel that empowerment. Okay, and we've also got work smart. It says, are you making it harder than it has to be? Sometimes solutions are that simple. Perhaps it's time to clean house personally and professionally and start with a clean palette. I'll say that again, a clean palette. Okay, and it says stick to basic needs when it comes to spending and put some money aside. I mean, that's an advice that we all take at this time, of course. And we've also got the most important card. There is something better. Okay, there is something better. So if you're struggling, my beautiful Taurians, know that there is something better headed in your direction, and there will be success. Okay, there is a real breakthrough headed for you. Just so you're aware. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Spirit Angels. So if you're wondering which route to take at the moment, remember that hermit energy is important. All answers are within you. Take some time out without distractions to really listen to your heart. And we've also got grizzly bear power. Maybe connect to the grizzly bear card. It says, I am indestructible. I honor my intuition and go where it leads. Love and gentleness are my real strength. I never give up. I will succeed. Bears are known for endurance. They operate under difficult circumstances and they always thrive and survive. They always find a way, okay? So you are moving towards your goals and dreams. And I mean, the bear has a fish in its mouth, and in the Lenormand deck, the fish is about abundance, okay? It is about financial abundance and good luck and reward. So you will be rewarded for your tenacity and your ability to never give up. Okay, I'm just going to get a rune before we close. Okay, now this is the Rune of Wealth. Okay, I know we said we didn't get any cards, but we got a Rune of Wealth. So this is about financial power, material gain, but it's also about financial fulfillment, and also fulfillment in whatever it is that you are trying to connect to. Okay, I mean, I don't feel like you're greedy, my beautiful Taurians. I feel like you're making enough. You want to make enough for what you deserve, for the effort that you put in, and just to take care of the people around you. So I feel like a little bit more finances would be wonderful, and I feel like you are attracting that at this time. Okay, and they want me to put it on. There is something better. And financially, obviously, the same. So I'll leave it there, my beautiful Taurians. If you're going through a very difficult time, I'm sending you the hugest hug I have out there to offer. But know that there is something better, and that you are strong enough to overcome any obstacles that you're experiencing. There is abundance, and your heart will take you towards that success point as well. Okay, if something resonates here, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is very, very important for me too. Thank you so much, my beautiful Taurians. Love and light.